All right. Welcome back to another episode of Tats and Gats podcast, episode number 5.
Season 2.
Season 2. We are brought to you by Rifle Supply. We did it at the same time. And we are sponsored by
RKB Tactical.
and Inked Tools. You know the drill. Who are we here with today?
We're here with Raul from Rifle Supply, the face of Rifle Supply.
What up? What up?
Yeah.
Is it me or does Lee talk so low?
I do. I
Solo.
talk low. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like he seems like a big macho guy, tactical guy, and he's like, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah. It makes editing it hard sometimes.
Does it?
Well, there was an episode where his mic went out and I had to punch up like every time he talked, I had to isolate the audio and just punch that one up. It was, but
I spent most of my life yelling, so I try not to yell anymore.
yeah.
Crazy.
So how you doing, man?
Good, man. Obviously, you guys think we had a killer day today.
Yeah,
Cars
what was
and
going on
coffee.
out there?
Yeah. So obviously, every month we do our cars and coffee, which is rad. It's been growing all the time. And we're doing it on the same day as quarantine cruise, so it kind of works out because like overflow like just comes over here. And now, as you guys know, we're sponsors of the quarantine cruise.
Heck
So
Yeah,
like,
congratulations.
I'm actually over there in the morning, and then I shoot this way. So
Dang,
like,
now you're here.
now I'm here.
Busy
a
day.
long day for you.
Yeah, we just so happen to be filming on the same day as Cars and Coffee.
I know.
Again.
Lee was like, "Cool, what's you guys' schedule for cars and coffee?" And
Yeah.
I was like, "This day." He's like, "Yep, it's all of our dates."
All of our-
But it works out.
It works, yeah, you
I
don't
was
hear
really
anything.
surprised editing the first one. You can't hear a single car. I mean, the DJ's right under that window
Right in front.
blasting music and you can't hear it at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, and I was actually shitting bricks on that because I was like, "Fuck, the DJ's right in front." I was like, "You're not gonna hear no
You can't hear
talking,"
anything, though.
No, it's
which
good.
is kind of rad.
Luckily, like we upgraded audio after like the first couple episodes we did.
Yeah, if you watch season 1, episode 1, 2, and 3, audio is a little rough, but that's
Sorry.
how it goes. You learn.
That's how it is. I mean, even with us with the Shoot the Mic podcast, like there's still audio issues because like everyone talks at a different volume.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to mix them together, some are peaking and it's like you can't it's freaking tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. So kudos to you for now editing all this stuff because
I just had to learn how to audio,
Media guys are hard to find.
film,
They
edit. That's cool because I've learned a good skill set in this process. And I
Yeah.
have not, but I really want to talk to someone one day who knows what they're doing and compare what I'm doing, like what I've figured out, and just see if they're like, yeah, that's how we do it, or like, there's a way easier way, or like you're doing it totally wrong. I'm just curious to know.
yeah, for sure. That's why we made it kind of more simple where we're recording live and we have a guy sitting at the desk and he's just
Yeah.
like a game show. He's changing the cameras and
Yeah.
it's all being recorded live with the audio. So there really is no editing at the end.
That's
We don't have that many friends. So.
No. Okay, before we get too far into it, as you know, we like to start every episode out with an EDC pocket dump.
Sheesh. I brought my knife.
Oh shit! What do we got?
Yeah, I got my, what is this? I don't even know what this is.
Kershaw.
A Kershaw knife. I literally use this for opening boxes more than anything. So that's why it looks all dirty like
yeah,
that.
mine's the same.
Yeah. And I'll clean it and it'll be like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Lee hates me for not wearing a light, but
Lee just hates everyone for.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I just got my new
Whoa.
tier 1 holster, the Axis Elite.
Yeah, tier 1, buddy.
Axis
Axis Elite.
I have that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Oh,
for one of
Yeah.
my guns.
shout out to Lucas.
Honestly, like I had this for the Glock 19. I just ordered another one for the Beretta. Like tier 1 is just hands down the shit. Like I wish we can carry them in the shop, but they don't do that because they're all custom made, custom
Mm.
colored, custom everything. And honestly, I tell a lot of people like, yo, tier 1 is the shit. So I got the macro with the CA compliant 17 round mags. Yeah.
Cool.
Has anybody, like any shop, tried to do that? Carry those? Like just order just some, like a basic bun?
Nobody
Yeah,
has
it's so hard,
because
huh?
like there's just too many variables.
Too many
when you
nerds
go
like
through and
me.
order it, there's like clips, there's
Yeah.
colors, there's do you want the band? Do you want punch clips? And yeah, are you running a light? Are you not running a light? Do you have a regular mat? Do you have an extendo on it? Because if you have an extendo, then they make this lower. But now the cool thing about tier 1 is they I'm not even getting paid by that. Jesus.
They don't pay me either.
Yeah, the cool thing about tier 1 is they have their quick ship one. So this was their quick ship, where
Nice.
it's literally like, cool, you got the macro, no light, and a mag. Bam, it's in black.
Yeah.
It's ready to go.
That's cool.
Literally, it was like 3 to 5 days till I got it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's good.
They usually have to wait like 5 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everything with like mod lights. Like,
Yep. So good and bad. I mean, yeah, honestly, and it's funny. And I'm not a tactical gun guy or nothing like that. So people are going to be like, oh, he's not running a light. Honestly, like, I don't give a shit. I just wanted to have something to carry my gun in. And you know what I'm saying? I was messing with Lee and I told him, I don't need them to see where the bullet's coming from. Like, you know?
I would say I just don't plan on getting in a shooting during the nighttime.
And that's my thing,
I'm just going to start attacking people at night. No light. Sucker.
Now I got lights on every carry gun, so I'm ready.
All that pressure, that soft bullying I do.
It's good, man. It works. You know, you do it in a way where, like, I know when I'm going to disappoint you
daily,
and yeah. I think I told you were there the day I was picking out that gun.
Yeah,
but I already told him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
you told him what you got?
Yeah,
I made him tell me. I was like, dude, disappoint me now.
Yeah, he was literally one of those kids like that's in high school. It's like I want to upset my dad.
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
I'm not gonna tell him, but eventually he's gonna find out.
Yeah, I'm building a gun that is everything Lee hates about a gun. It's just literally Lee gun. Ooh, that's the name of the gun. Spike Lee.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
too.
and I got a serial number with 6.9 in it, so that's
Get
cool.
it engraved too.
Absolutely.
Spike Lee.
Maybe I'll get a crazy Cerakote. Like 80s
It
color.
is literally everything I hate. What is it?
Yeah.
Gen 3 Glock?
Gen 3 Glock 17 with a Surefire X300 turbo.
Could do better.
I mean, it's I did want it to be a good gun.
It's second best.
With a good light,
First loser.
But I was like, it's not mod light, so they'll hate that. And then I did. I got a crazy good deal on a Holosun 509T.
The worst. The worst. The worst.
I'm not. It's not gonna be a carry gun, so I'm not gonna get a T-Rex holster. But if it was, that's
why isn't it gonna be a carry gun?
I don't know. Just a range.
Mind you, he bought all this with 2 weeks ago. He could have had a G45, but he just didn't do it.
Yep. And then 2 days after I bought the Glock 17, you're like, "Hey, I'm selling a G45." I was like, anyway,
that's when you just go, "There's a Glock 17 for sale here, boy."
Yeah.
At least get like a Gen 5 17.
Yeah. Well, we are in a state called California.
I mean, yeah, it's not that easy, right?
I mean, there's people that sell off-roster guns here all the time. You can find that.
I'm also impatient, and Rifle Supply had a killer deal.
Yeah.
I was like, it's on sale.
I'm blaming Raul for this one.
I do want to talk about, you are probably a lot of wives' least favorite person, because
100%.
on Instagram, you guys, and you specifically, are so good about every sale, every gun that drops, and having that link so you just click it and buy it. Talk to us about that, because I think that's kind of new for Rifle Supply within the last so many years.
Yeah, obviously I started working in the company. April was 3 years. When I came on board to do their marketing, originally I wasn't supposed to be on camera. I was like, cool, I was just supposed to like kind of be the backseer, everything, direct it all, like, cool, this is what I want done. And at the beginning that worked. I had my guys, I was doing different videos with all of them, like, cool, you know. They weren't, not that they are, all our guys are great, but on camera sometimes like deer in the headlights, you know. So that made it a little tough. And then as we get busier, like, it was like, dude, like, all my guys are busy, I couldn't just pull anybody. And we had shit to get out, we had stuff to promote, and I was just said, you know what, fuck it, like, I didn't want to do this. I'm like, but whatever, right? I need to push the company, I need to like get us sales, get us everything. And so then I just started doing it. I was like, cool, I need to do shit quick when I need it now. I can't really like plan this up, because we get shipments all day long.
Yeah.
And my receiving guys will be like, yo, we just got this, and cool, I'll be right there, you know?
Sweet.
And I can't really tell my guys like, yo, when you're done with that customer, I need you in the back. Like, so then I just started taking it over, and the next thing you know, it just started becoming like a thing. It was like, yo, hey, loved you on there. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
I started doing the questions weekly. Customers, like, they love that shit. And there's still like, I answer a lot, and there's still probably like 5 times questions that I don't answer that I don't put on IG, but I still like will send them messages like, yep, here it is, or yep, this is why, or, you know, send them their answers. And yeah, so now it became a thing where it's like I became the face of Rifle Supply.
When did he become the owner? That's what I hear.
No,
Dude, I legit thought you were the owner.
And people think that, and it's funny. So when people see me and they meet me, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's cool, man. You're the owner." I'm like, no, like I'm not. Like our owner is John Kukios. But the good thing about John is a very backseat kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, if people
Cool.
think you're the owner, like go ahead, you know." Because he's just like he comes in, he handles business.
Yeah.
What do you guys need? Cool, I'm out. You know,
It works good
Um,
because like we saw him at the Cars and Coffee. He just goes
Yeah.
through the crowd and nobody noticed.
Yeah.
It's that's super cool for him.
I'll tell
Yeah.
him like, bro, like I'm gonna have a spot for your Raptor. No, 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 no,
No.
You know,
Yeah,
and that's just him. He's very humble about it. So it's kind of cool. But the other day, I don't know, it was a page that was like, oh, tag Hispanic owners, you know, and I seen people tag Rob Supply a couple times. We get tagged in a lot of stuff. So at first I was just like, yeah, like thumbs up, you know, and then I went back to the second tag. I was like, oh, what's this? It's a second post, you know, like, and I looked and I read it. It was like, oh, tag Hispanic, you know, business owners. And then when I went back to my thumbs up, there was like more comments on there, like,
Nice.
oh shit, the owner's Hispanic. Like, oh, we're gonna go there more. And I was like, no. Like, the owner's not Hispanic. But it's all good though. And people think that because I'm on there every day, I'm answering questions, and they just
Wait,
and
you're
it's
Hispanic?
fine. But
Damn, bro.
yeah,
I thought you just had a good tan.
don't worry, all you tactical guys. The owner is white. But
That's a tough one because a lot of people would be like, it'd be tempting for a company to be like, yeah, totally,
Yeah, for sure.
Hispanic owned, yeah, come
100%.
support us. But
I'm a
that's,
0.25% of the company,
yeah,
like 0.25%.
yeah, so we try to be as knowledgeable as possible, and so it's funny when we were in Vegas and did questions. There's a lot like. My knowledge of gun stuff is from 1 to 10 is probably like a 5, like honestly, and maybe even lower. And I rely on a lot of my guys to answer stuff, you know, or I ask them like, hey, what's this, you know? So we did a live and like try to talk shit that like I didn't
Yeah.
know my stuff.
Like, psh, watch
And
this.
he goes, oh, look at him. He's asking the other guy for answers, you know? And people started bashing him and they're like, dude, appreciate someone like that who doesn't act like he knows it all. And he's asking his team for help. Like, yo, do you guys know the answer for this? And I was like, you're exactly right, dude. I don't know the answer to everything. And I'm not afraid to ask my team and, you know, what's the right answer? What do they think? And dude, from that shit, like everybody was sharing it. Like it was wild. And
that's cool.
because we're honest, you know, like somebody asked a gun question, like, oh, what do you think about this? I'm like, cool, I don't know it, but let me see if I can find out, you know?
Is that when you guys were in Vegas?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that's the way we've always just kind of led things. We're not that tactical gun shop, but we consider ourselves like the people's gun shop. It's like no matter your level, like we'll help you out. And if we don't know the answer, we're not going to bullshit you. Like, we'll find the answer with you, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys are definitely on it. Like when shipments come in, like, hey, ammo's here. Come get it while you can. Like,
yeah.
no other shops do that.
I always notice on the Instagram when there's ammo box, you'll see like 9-inch boxes.
Yeah.
Is there a legal thing with Instagram where you can't put like 9mm ammo?
Yeah, you can't promote like, you know, ammunition or gun sales or anything like that. So when we first put up a couple ammo stuff, it got flagged and taken down. I was like, fuck. And then I was like, brown boxes. Like we don't sell ammo, we sell brown boxes.
Yeah.
And dude, customers come in and they're like, do you guys have any 9-inch brown boxes? And like my guys just start fucking laughing up front. So every caliber now we call it an inch. You know, 223-inch brown boxes. There's 1,000 particles in the cardboard. So literally IG thinks we're selling fucking brown boxes. You know?
Technically you are.
Yeah.
They are brown boxes.
Yeah, so we kind of coined the brown box phrase.
I didn't know you couldn't promote firearm sales. I got flagged on an Instagram post. I posted a picture of my carry gun because it was like a question and answer thing, asked what I carried or something. I posted that, and then I called it a Glock 40 just for fun, and because it was a SIG 365, and Instagram flagged it, and it was for promoting, like they thought I was trying to sell.
Yeah.
I'm like, first of all, that's not even the right gun. It's a joke. I rebutted it or whatever, and they kept it up. But I was like, that was so dumb. But yeah, I had no idea. You can't promote firearm sales.
And what's crazy is it's a mixed thing. Like, you know, because I knew a guy who used to work kind of not in Instagram, but he was involved with it, and he was saying that 9 times out of 10, it's not really Instagram flagging you; it's somebody
hater
flagging you. You know, he goes, Instagram doesn't have time to like check people's shit or whatever. He goes, half the time it's somebody that's putting the report on you.
Or do you think they have a pretty advanced algorithm AI detection
I'm
system?
sure by now, absolutely.
Like
absolutely.
recognize this shape as a gun, and any letters and numbers that could be prices or something, like auto flag or something.
Or like I'll do like the Roman numeral 4 and then a sailboat icon.
See, and dumb people like me, it took me a while to figure that out. I was like,
this guy really likes boats.
Yeah, I was like, I have a boat. I've got a boat. I was like,
for sale. Well, it's usually like the number 4 and then sailboat, but they've been hitting that. So I was like, Roman numeral 4. Let's see who's old enough to remember that.
Yeah. And then we started with the videos of like putting the prices on papers and one of my guys walking by. And then it's funny, like other gun shops like started doing that.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy. Like I always feel like we set the trends for like other gun shops, and it's fine. It's cool, right? Like, but it's just funny. Like we literally like think of ways to do shit and how we should market and how we should promote stuff. And next thing you know, like, and it's cool because customers like, oh, look at this gun shop, they're copying you guys. I'm like, that's cool, man. Like, let them do their thing, because at the end of the day, like we always said, like we're not in competition with other gun shops. There's already enough people fighting us. We don't need to fight each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's wild.
Two-way space is weird, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's what do they say? There's enough food on the table for everyone, like
for sure.
We had a big discussion with like one of the instructors that I know of, and talking about how weird the space can get at times. So
yeah, I think the firearm industry is it's definitely, like we've always tried to lead with our best foot forward, and then at times we've been extra nice to like shops and stuff, and then it ends up just slapping us in the face. And we've learned that time and time again, and it's like, damn. And now, like, sadly, we're at the point where it's like, okay, cool, like we've always tried to be the guys that are helpful and like very respectful, but then it's like a lot of you guys like aren't like that, and it's like, all right, man, like we got so many fucking politicians coming against us in California, and now like you want to like start shit amongst each other, like it's pretty stupid. And then you got all these retarded influencers nowadays,
yeah they seem to be popping up.
They do. Out of nowhere. Shout out to all the gun bunnies and gun influencers. It's your year of me coming after you.
Yeah.
I think the guys are also in the gun bunny category, unless you're like, don't get me wrong, there's some knowledgeable guys out there where it's like, dude, you follow their shit and you're like, this motherfucker's knowledgeable.
Yep.
And then you get the dudes that are like just trying to get free shit and like suck dick, and then you're like, dude, I mean, come on, like what are you really in it for,
True.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between, like you said, being into something, being knowledgeable about it, being willing to share that. I think it comes down to motivation too. Like us for this podcast, we don't make money off of it. It's not to make money. I mean, if we YouTube has that little like how close you are to getting monetized, and it's like we're pretty far off, but if that ever happened, that'd be cool. But the whole point of this was like we want to sit down and talk with people that are into guns and tattoos and or both, so but yeah, when you get these people that you can tell it's purely
greed driven,
financial and just like, oh, here's an opportunity. Like they probably would do the same thing if it was any other niche,
sure. Yeah, if they can get free products or whatever. And it's funny, like somebody gives them something and they're like, oh yeah, the best, you guys should get it and this and that, and it's like, bro, chill out, like you haven't even used it yet, and you're over here like praising it up.
We've had like companies, like I've had companies like hit me up, hey, can we send you this stuff? I was like, no, I'm good, man, thank you. It's like, how come? I was like, I just found something that I like and I love, and they'll never pay me for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's weird.
I've had that with tattoo stuff. I've had companies DM me, hey, we want to sponsor you. Hey, can you promote this product? And what sucks is usually the deals suck. It's like, we'll give you a percentage off the product. Like, I didn't want it in the first place.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you have to post so many things. And then they're like, I'm like, okay, I'm open to endorsing a product. I also think there's a big difference between sponsorship and endorsement. I think that's important for people to remember. Like we're brought to you by Rifle Supply. You guys are a sponsor, but I would say it's also an endorsement. We endorse you as a company, stand behind your guys' values.
Yeah.
I can endorse a product and make no money from them. But so they want to sponsor. I go, hey, before I ever do that, I would want to try it. And then they'll send me a sample, and I'm like, this sucks. And then they'll DM me, hey, whatever happened? I'm like, no, thanks. It's just not worth
not
it.
great.
Yeah, and the same thing like with holsters, right? Like I've tried so many, even ones that we carry, and I'm like, dude, I fucking love this one. And like here I am, like I always praise it to everybody, even though like we don't sell it, we're not going to carry it, but I love this fucking product. Where I'm like, dude, like hands down, like it's money you're going to be paying like in the 160 range, but it's like it's a holster you're never going to complain about, and you're going to just love the thing, and it's going to last you forever.
Exactly. I say like I always tell people when they complain about gear, I was like, well, what's your life worth to you?
100%.
So like everyone's like, oh well, it must be nice. I was like, dude, I started with like the shittiest shit and I've worked my way up and learned the lessons and wasted money, and I'm just like, dude, just save up, buy something good, and just carry on with your life. Like you'll thank me later.
Yeah, you want advice from the guy that's tried 100 holsters and tried every cheap one, you know, and I guarantee if they found a cheap one that works, they'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
But most of the time it ends up being
like straight up, like look, like this setup right here, right? This is a fucking $12 Amazon light because it works so good.
right next to
like 10 grams worth of nods. Like this little admin light is $12 and it's the best little thing you could ever have. Like just stuff like that. Like it's weird. Trial and error. Just get out and do it. Like people come to me and like, hey, what do you think about this? I've never used it. Go try it. Let me know. Like,
and make sure you follow RKB Tactical because he's selling off a lot of good shit. You know, now that he's tried it,
now that I've tried it, it's gonna be yours. But no, it's like how like RKB started. Like it was just like I didn't want to use my personal name, and then it turned into like, hey man, do you sell anything? Do you have any merch? You're doing any classes? Like we've been following you and like you're shooting, and then it just kind of just spiraled into I don't know what it is.
yeah.
Like we get all kinds of comments like, oh, your guys' content's cool, your guys' shooting style's rad.
I think what's dope is because people see like you're out there and you're doing shit with different instructors.
Yeah.
So it's like you're literally like you're learning the scene, you're learning, you know, the niche, and you know, people are like, damn, this dude is like he's putting in the work. And yeah, if you were to start classes on Saturdays, like people would show up because they know you've like had a taste of a lot of different training where it's like, okay, this dude's like he's done it. He's not just some dude that started an Instagram page and like, oh hey, I'm a tactical instructor now. And that's what you're seeing a lot of nowadays. It's like, oh hey, you know, they got a cool ass tactical name and I'm doing training now. But they've actually seen you like out there on the field doing different shit. And it's like, okay,
and there's so much more you don't see.
Yeah,
you know, like
there's so much stuff we can't post.
Well, on stuff like range days that no one even brings out a camera because we're just there to shoot, you know, and it's like, I think to a lot of people, they couldn't fathom going to the range without filming some content. You got to prove you were there, but like, there's a lot of stuff.
It's just nice just not fucking care about a camera and just go shoot and have fun with the boys.
Absolutely.
Were you guys going to start up like a training courses?
It's something we talked about and definitely started, like we got our instructor cert. You know, the trouble is we are both not lazy gentlemen, but that means we have a lot of stuff going on and not like in the sense that people say like, oh, I'm really busy and they have one job and you know, no
like,
kids.
Like,
we are. How busy are you?
Yeah.
You sleep 8 hours? Yes. You're not that busy.
You have 2 to 3, 2 jobs and a side hustle.
Yeah.
So it's something we've definitely talked about, want to do. I don't know where we're at with it, kind of pursuing it, kind of, you know, it's just finding the time, you know.
Always willing to take people out that are willing to learn. So
yeah, I mean, we could do probably at least a sign up thing, collect emails of people that are interested, you know. But
yeah, that'd be smart. So when you guys, if and when you guys take off on it, like, cool, you got at least a list or you see interest in it and then blast it out, you know. Even if it's, let's say, like a quarter thing or something, you guys pick one day a quarter, like, yo, we're gonna do all these classes for the day. Like, I'm sure people would come out to that shit.
That'd be cool.
We will be at SoCal Shoot Events. We'll have a little booth there.
Yeah,
gonna be running the RKB rifle drill. So
okay, sweet.
We're gonna run it there.
Nice.
See who can earn a patch. I'll bring it for you.
When you do a rifle drill, what does that entail?
I
just want to know if I should sign up or not because
you should sign up.
My experience level is like low.
It's a hard one.
It's a very hard drill. It's a double bill drill, so it's 12 shots, 6 shots at 7 yards, reload, 6 shots at 25 yards on steel, under 5 seconds.
Under 5 seconds.
Yep, pass or fail.
Bro, by the time I switch mags, that's 5 seconds.
Oh, and the 7 yard cardboard shot is A zone.
Yeah, A zone.
I got 5.8 or something.
Yeah,
I was close, and I knew like He has a video he posted to me. Like, I shoot it, I immediately turn it to him. Like, did I do it? You know, and he shows me the timer. I'm just like, oh, because I knew in my head, I was like, that was all I had that day. That was my best run, and it wasn't good enough.
So you starting off at 25, and then you run up to 7.
No, you don't run at all. It's just a static drill. So you stay at the 25-yard line, and we walk out cardboard to the 7-yard line. So you just shoot at the first target, reload, and then downrange at the steel.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because they're like transitioning targets.
Yeah, gotcha.
So reload into transition, because there's a lot of people. We put the steel in there because a lot of people I've seen have cheated drills.
Interesting.
Those like performance drills.
Yeah, I've seen them cheat, and they've been caught cheating and stuff. You can cheat, but steel don't lie.
No, for sure.
If you film yourself like ding, 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 like it doesn't lie.
Yeah.
I told him I'm gonna Photoshop one. Ding, 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 ding.
Only 7 people have passed it so far.
And a lot of dudes in Sweden.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Three people from Switzerland have passed it.
No shit.
Yeah. They got shooters out there.
I mean, 5 seconds is like,
It's spicy.
yeah, that's,
But like,
well, that's 12 rounds, right?
and
So
a
it's-
reload
Yeah, what the fuck? What does that come out to be? Like a quarter of a second?
faster. It has to be way faster than that.
Yeah, right.
Your 25-yard shots have to be around like 20.20.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So it's spicy. So your reload has to be like under 2 seconds from shot to shot. Your 7-yard stuff needs to be like low teen splits and low 20 splits on steel. Everybody's in the race, the sub 4s right now. So
Damn.
there's an underground race going on for it. So
dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna try it the next time we go shoot at.
it's hard, but
Yeah.
it's something to work on. Like a guy just messaged me yesterday. He's been trying it since it came out. He just keeps getting closer and closer and closer. So he'll get it eventually for sure. Yeah,
Damn.
If you want it bad enough, you'll get it.
it's cool. It's a cool drill.
Do you take a lot of classes, or have you?
No, so that was my plan this year, was like I wanted to take more classes, because honestly, like my biggest teacher, if you will, has been like Sam.
Yeah.
Sam is like, Sam's a great shooter, and he's helped me like hone in my shot. I did take a course with DAG, Direct Action Group, and he's good. Old school military guy. He does a private what's it called? Not security, but yeah, I think it's security. Stuff like
EP,
that.
executive protection.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And he's super knowledgeable, like super knowledgeable. So that's the only like legit one that I've taken. But that was my goal this year.
Yeah.
Like I want to take out more shit, because I don't know shit. I know the bare minimum stuff, and I wanted to really get out this year and train and like just up my fucking knowledge.
It's fun. I there's obviously a purpose to it with self-defense and being prepared and all those things. But I also, I don't know, people might rip me for this one. I also kind of equate it also to a little bit like golf, in that when you go to have a nice range day and you're having like friendly competition with your friends, and you're working towards a skill, like it is kind of enjoyable in that way. Go have a nice range day, run drills, time each other, compete. You're just improving your skill set. Like, I don't know. Am I off?
Yeah, no, it's fun. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really like take it serious until it's like in a class.
Yeah.
Like I've met some people that like, I've taken a class with you, bro. You're kind of like, you're just quiet, kind of like a dick. I'm like, dude, I'm in the fucking zone when I'm in class. Like, it's different. It's just a different mindset. I guess. I'm there to fucking win.
Yeah, like that one night that I went and just watched you guys do the low light class,
The tap rack bang class.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, this is kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
And even though I wasn't like in it, I was there like listening to what they're saying, and like, your lighting, and if your light is directed versus wide and you can't see the person behind, I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is some good shit,
Put a light in your weapon.
It's fun, man. I love a class. It's such a good environment, and they'll put you in situations you've never thought of before, and you get to kind of test your skills. It's a very watered down version of testing your skills, but it is something.
Yeah, the reason I wanted to take more classes, because I understand like in those shit hit the fan moments, like everything you think is out the window.
Yep.
So I at least want to like get more training in, to hopefully like I can retain half of that in a shit hits the fan moment,
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, we've done a lot of training that we can't really post about or talk about, and that's the cool part. Like, we have that side that we know, but most people don't.
Is it because like you guys are in bikinis, or
Lots of bikinis, lots of camouflage, and out in the middle of nowhere doing random stuff.
Yeah,
that's how we met. It was just like some training groups from back in the day type of stuff. So
No shit.
Yeah.
How long have you guys known each other?
2 years
a
now.
couple years. Yeah. We met in an In-N-Out parking lot.
We did, and this this lady walked by, and Lee just. I forget what you even said to her.
Just
It was just like a random. You might have just said hello, but it caught me off
I
guard.
said
'Cause
hello to everybody.
it was just in a situation you wouldn't expect. He was like, "Oh, hey, what's up? How you doing?" And I was like, "What are you doing?" And that's when I knew. I was like, "Something about this guy."
Sometimes you just have to like make people's day.
Yeah,
Like
for
old
sure.
people, ugly people. Hey, how's it going? You have a great day.
Yeah, we're great. So yeah, we met in an In-N-Out parking lot, and then started training together with a group of guys. And I think we were focused more on like, you know, like you said, out in the desert, camo, recon, hiking,
They're-
like building up those other skills beyond just shooting on a flat range.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a lot of other parts to it, but
Yeah, we were doing that, and then I was like, "Screw it, I got to get better." And I branched off and started doing a bunch of shit on my own, and that's when I leveled up pretty hard. So
Yeah, no, definitely shooting at the range is different than like a real world scenario, you know. And it's
Yeah.
funny you bring up golf because we were doing, we sponsored the Marine Raider event, and like, yeah, we were going to the range, throughout the year, like hitting them on the little flat pad, and we're like, oh yeah, it's pretty good, we got this shit. And we go there and like fucking sucked. And I'm just like, bro, all the hill this way, that way, fucking, it just throws off your whole fucking game versus just hitting on that little, 3x3 square little grass patch. So, and that was the other reason why I wanted to do more training, because I know like standing at the firing line, like, okay, are you ready? Breathe. Like that shit isn't, real life stuff,
No. I used to golf a lot, and I would tell guys that wanted to get into it, and they'd be like, I've been at the driving range going every week. I was like, that's cool. Go play around a golf. And they're like, no, I'm not ready. I'm like, you're never going to be ready.
No,
and you're going to have this false sense of like skill and ability hitting the range. Like, go play 9 holes. And I even I would hit the range before golf, maybe loosen up a little bit, like before I was actually, but I would rarely go to the range. I would just golf. That's the thing you're doing.
Do you guys both play a lot of golf?
Not since I had kids.
No, yeah, me, it was just more, I wanted to prep for the event, and then it really did nothing by the time you got on the field.
I have this theory about men, like either you golf or you're good at having sex.
So I don't golf. So yeah, I'm actually about to sell my golf clubs at the garage sale.
My man leveled up in that game.
Yeah. No, I as soon as we had kids, it was out the window for me. So
what, the golfing or the other part?
Golf.
Oh, wow, actually,
golfing.
Probably both.
No,
There you go.
Anyway, am I blushing?
You got to do like a rifle supply, like RKB range day.
Yeah, and it's funny. Like we've always, thought about it, but I'm just like, because obviously all that planning lands on me. I'm just like, dude, that's a lot, and
put it on the calendar.
I know, and people, and something like that would be like, oh, the liability with people. I'm just like, I don't know, like it's tough, but I definitely,
Oh, I don't know. Talking like a range.
I don't know about opening to the public.
You mean
like
us
specific
and
people
supply?
that aren't going to shoot each other.
Got it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
that's easy.
And then maybe branch out to something bigger, because that's like where we first kind of met you guys with that SoCal shoot event.
Yeah.
You guys were cooking breakfast, and I was like hungry that day.
Yeah,
that's cool. You didn't feed me. I'm not mad about it though. But maybe this year.
Yeah. Well, fuck Ethan. He just left us. He's going to Surefire now.
Oh,
yeah. Friday was his last day.
Let me get the RC2 dog.
Yeah.
We normally ask people what their first tattoo was, but biased. What was your last tattoo?
What was your favorite last tattoo?
favorite last? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, what's that?
Was he good? Was he a good artist? Did it heal well? I don't know.
It did. Like, honestly, it really did. So yeah, a bunch of I've only been around probably 3 years, but like a lot of these guys, like I was friends with Justin even before I started working here. And even before I got hired on, like I was kind of always around the guys, and I was like, man, this is like a good group of fucking dudes. So like when Justin approached me, like to come work for them, I was in the grocery industry for 18 years.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, fuck, man. Like I, even though it wasn't great, you're
what
still.
Grocery store were you at?
Huh?
What grocery store were you at?
Stater Brothers.
Dude,
yeah.
why didn't I know that?
All the Mexicans work at Stater Brothers.
Nah, man, all my white friends from high school like work there, and they're always like, it's a great job to have.
Yeah, it definitely was back in the day. But now, like, it's kind of like with everything, as the contracts get renegotiated, shit gets taken off. So when, he approached me to work here, I was like, I was ready for it, but then I was scared too. I was like, fuck, man, 18 years, like in the union, like, but then I was like, I was ready for that next chapter. I would go to Stater Brothers like on time to work and just sit in my car in the fucking parking lot and like walk in 30 minutes late just because like I fucking hated it.
It's time. Yeah.
Like I hated it. And it was like at that point where like I didn't realize I was like doing that, how much it affected my life and like family life too. Yeah. Like I was just so like not necessarily upset with myself, but just upset, you know? And so when he asked for the job, I was like, dude, okay, like I'm ready, you know? And we've grown it. So like the tight group of guys that we have here and the ones in management and stuff, it's like, you know, we hang out a lot and it's like, dude, like a brotherhood, you know? So when we came up with the thing about the tattoos, like Justin and them, I had already said like, oh, when we reach a certain point, we would want to get some. And then they were like, yo, like you've been on with us for this journey, like you down? And I was like, fuck it, dude. Like, you know how it is when you have like 10 already, you're what's another one? Like, fuck it, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He's really good at cover-ups too, by the way, if case.
You want to know the funny thing? When he came in the other day, I was like, dude, are you taking off the rest of your sleeves? He was all peeling and shit.
I'm still peeling. That's from like 3 weeks ago.
He's like, no, I was sitting out in the sun. Fucking.
I was at Pachanga in the sun for 5 or 6 hours. And then they were like, you want sunscreen? I'm like, no. And then fried myself.
Yeah, I thought he was taking off the rest of his sleeves.
He's like, you getting laser everywhere now.
Just that Pachanga trip, huh?
That was a wild one.
I've blown up more of my life in the middle of the night.
Sending them the group chat. Just every time I went to the bathroom, a selfie.
Oh, shit.
Don't know why.
Alcohol.
Pretty weird. Yeah, it was alcohol.
But, so what happened with that? You just stopped drinking or?
Yeah, I mean, prior to that, my wife and I were like, let's do a sober month. And then we're trying to pick which month. And every month had something, which like, is every month has something, you know, a reason to drink or not. Son, I was like, what about May? We're like, we got the wedding. And she was like, the wedding's May 2nd. Let's just do the rest of May. And so that Pachanga trip was like, no kids. My wife was at the wedding venue at 8:30 in the morning, and I didn't have to be there till like 5 because I wasn't in the wedding party.
Cool. I don't like live over there or anything. You could have come hung out.
I was at a pool drinking from 9:30 a.m. till probably 3 a.m.
Well, I don't drink and I don't like water because I whatever. So whatever.
It's cool. It's fine. We could have gone golfing. We want to do that?
No, I'm better at the other things.
See, I just had like a last hurrah, so we're not drinking for the month of May.
Is it just for like just to try it, or you want to cold turkey it eventually?
No, I think I'll always drink. It was like it was getting a little too regular, comfortable, you know, like I was always pretty strict, like, just have a drink on the weekends, not a big drinker. But then I was like drinking a little more and I was like, just put myself in check, you know, take a month off.
Yeah. See, that was me like during COVID, fucking drinking all the time.
Really?
Yeah. It was like, and then it was, I got to the point where like, dude, I'm wasting so much money. But I mean, it was like, but now I'm just like casual drinker. Like, on the weekends, you know, like, I could be at home and I don't need a beer, you know, just when I'm out with buddies or whatever.
I got bored during COVID and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the store that hassled me last time and see how this goes. That was my game.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I have a lot of friends that are sober and
So you're also blackballing yourself like myself to go on the Shoot the Mic podcast because they drink the whole time?
No, I drink, just not this month.
Yeah. So we'll have you on like in July or something.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, on June 1st, I'll be rip roaring.
He's like, Alex, like, you gonna go? And like, dude, I don't drink. Like, it'll be weird. Like, everyone's getting sloshed, and I'm just like, cool.
Yeah. No,
I'll drink energy drinks.
I'm weird with it. Like you said, I can have one drink and not have any more. I can have a couple.
Same.
And my friends that have struggled with it, like, that's the difference. Like, if I have one drink, I want to get blacked out. I'm like, that's why blacked out,
bro. 8 balls and strippers in Vegas. Like that's right. I can't drink anymore.
That's where it goes.
Yeah, 100%. Like we're going to jail tonight, boys.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I have a couple of those friends, and it's like, bro, like, why do you have to like? Why? Like,
I like
why?
to party.
You know, like 1 or 2, and like, cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I was talking to my wife about it. I have this. It's totally off topic, but like this thing about this whole non-alcoholic beers and everyone going sober. But I get philosophical, so I'm like, I feel like it's the death of moderation and the death of self control.
Yeah.
It's like I can't have a little, so I have to completely cut it out. But then I can't actually do it, so I have to drink all this non-alcoholic beer. Yeah, I just probably pissed a lot of people off. But I like to practice a
You're
little bit.
losing followers as we speak.
It's always going down anyway.
I have a rifle supply question.
Oh yeah.
What's the future hold for rifle supply?
Oh,
Future. It's definitely store number 2. Like that's store number 2 has been on our radar. And we get asked that a lot, like, because we did kind of put it out there, and we almost had store number 2 locked in actually in San Clemente. But what I try to always tell people is people don't understand it's not like a clothing shop, right? Like you can go open a clothing shop any fucking where.
Yeah.
Like you can get keys tomorrow. When it comes to a gun shop, there's about 5 obstacle courses you got to go through. Number 1 is obviously the landlord. He could straight out say like, nope, don't want you guys. Number 2 is going to be all the tenants in that, industrial place. They were like, no, we don't want a gun shop here. So they all have to agree like, okay, it's cool if a gun shop's here. The other thing is the city council. City council has to say like, yeah, it's okay to open up a gun shop in that area. It's not around schools, not around this or zones. And then the other thing is insurance. So the thing that happened with like San Clemente was, because they're attached to other buildings, the insurance company sees us as a liability. So the insurance was going to raise on the entire building. Dang. And it's like, okay, cool. If you guys are willing to pay the difference on everybody's unit, you guys can go there. And it's like, dude, we can't do that, So that's why we're lucky, even though this shop here, it's its own number. So we're not unit A, B, G, and so we just worry about our building and the insurance on our building. So that's what's tough. So now we're so it's like, okay, trying to find a building that is its own number, like that's already tough as it is. And then like Justin's hit up so many vacant spots, and half the times it stops at the landlord, like, no, I don't want a gun shop in my business industrial area. So it's tough, and I know like those bigger guys are probably like greasing the council members and all that shit, and when you're that big, like sure you can afford to do that.
Well, and they I think underplay their gun side, like, we're more of a sporting goods, outdoors,
some fishing gear,
exactly. And even like the mayor of San Clemente, like he was on our side, like wanted to, like he came to our shop, like wanted us to go out there. But now Justin was just telling me the other day, like he got fed up with California. Now he's not even the mayor. Like he left. He moved. He went to like Arizona, I think.
He pulled a Tito Ortiz.
Yeah. So
Tito's gone.
Yeah,
Tito got elected to the Huntington Beach City Council, and then because of the way the city council works, he was going to be the mayor.
Yeah,
and then was like, nah, I'm out.
Yeah,
a lot of people were mad about that one.
Yeah, okay. And
should have elected Heck, but it's cool.
Yeah, is he still running, or is that over with? Or
I can't get a straight answer out of him. Better. He's I don't know.
Tell him tomorrow when you see him that he has to, or he's going to be the object in the next trash can Olympics by me.
Oh wow! I'll tell him for sure.
But yeah, the future is definitely store number 2. Like that's what we want to do. We had an opportunity to buy a place that was already established.
I remember telling us about that.
Yeah, and like it just didn't work out because the numbers on their end. But yeah, that's literally like future store number 2, and then possibly 3. Yeah, we're trying to grow this motherfucker. We don't want to be one shop, and then obviously 2, online presence. Like we're trying to compete with those big dogs and like house more product and have more stuff in stock to be able to get to that level.
I know you said those 5 hurdles. Are there other hurdles on the regulation side too? Where like, I mean, how hard is that stuff? Or is it working with the ATF and DOJ pretty simple?
No, it's not simple. Some of it takes a while for all the paperwork to go through, but like anybody could like apply for an FFL, all that stuff.
Got it.
It's really not hard. It's just a time process, and as long as everybody signs off on all your stuff, like you're good to go,
How hard would it be to find the right people for another store?
Yeah, and
'Cause you guys
that's
got a great dynamic right here currently.
yeah, and that's the thing too. Like obviously, like our culture has been like customer first, customer service second, and it's like we cater to the customer, and we've actually like let guys go where it's like, no, you don't vibe here.
Yeah.
You're a great salesman. You know, you can make us money, but we're customer service based, and yeah, we've let guys go because they're not part of that culture.
Mm.
So definitely, it's hard, you know, and new customers that come to us are like, oh, these guys treated me like shit. And we hear it every day.
Yeah.
And you know, so to house another store like and find those employees, it's going to be tough. But it's one thing where it's like our ways are set in stone, and it's like we're going to follow our motto. But I don't think it'll be too hard. But it's also hard to find good people like that nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, in general.
I have a question that just popped up in my head about I always, when I go to a rifle supply or any gun store, I typically know what I'm getting. I'm there for a specific item to dose it, to buy it. And I'd imagine that's the majority of your customers. But I just kind of realized, are there people that go in that don't know what they want? Like you said, you need people that can sell guns as well. Yeah, how much of that is part of the job? How many people are, and are you like pushing guys to upsell? Like,
no, so the only thing our guys would upsell is when it comes to accessories. When it comes to guns, we never push sales on that. We push on accessories. So, for example, like F23, like they praise us all the time because they get customers that go in there and they're like, yo, I was going to buy a gun or supply. I was unsure. So they told me to come and shoot these 5 guns first and see which one I liked. So
That's
F23 is like, dude, we're amazed that like you guys don't push gun sales on people.
They'll
like,
be back.
They come here and they're like, yo, I want to shoot these 3. And, Ross Ply told me these would probably be some good ones. These are my top 3 or 5 I'm looking at. And then they come back to us even more appreciative that like we did that.
That's cool.
And we do that mainly too for like a lot of women shooters. Cause women for the most part, they're like, I want this, I want that. And we're like, look, we're not sure if you would like that. And we're not going to sell you that. Go shoot these first. And then when you figure out like, oh, this is the one that maybe you thought you liked and now you don't, come back to us.
So you don't just push a 22 Derringer on them?
No. Yeah. No. So so all our guys are programmed like that.
That's cool.
We don't push gun sales. But when you come in and buy that gun, we'll push you on accessories.
Yeah.
You need this now, you need this. You know what I'm saying? Accessories are always good, right?
A light.
You see Lee in the corner just standing there judging. Huh? You gonna put a light on that?
How
much is your life worth?
I just want to be like front door security.
Dude, he forced me to get a fucking acro cut. Like I never wanted an acro, and he's like, "Bro, I got an acro." And like he's hounding me. I was like, "Fuck, I guess I want an acro."
I'm just gonna give him mine.
Sorry.
But,
what's your number one selling pistol?
Glock. Glock would be Glock 17, 19s. 19s more. Yeah, 19 is like that's the most sold handgun. Yeah.
19C hotcakes.
Dude.
Well, I watched that video where you guys shot him. Yeah.
That thing, I wasn't expecting it to be, of course, I was expecting it to be a little flatter, like it's expected because it's, ported. And I was like, okay, let's see the real difference. And I shot it and I was like, holy fuck, I'm staying on target, like literally. And just the way they did it with the V taper on it, because most of them poured it with them just going straight up. And people always complain about that because you get the gases now start filling up your optic, and in nighttime with light, you'll blind yourself. But Glock did it where they go V taper like that, and it's fucking nice.
Yeah. And the 17C is a possibility?
Yeah, they're going to roll out with those. 17C, the 21C is coming out. And there was one more, I believe. But yeah.
Radiant just dropped the 17 afterburner.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What's crazy, though, is I had the Radiant Ramjet on the 19, and I felt like the C still shot better.
Did it?
Flatter.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay, so then my reasoning for not holding out for the 17C and just going for the 17 was night vision. And I know they talked about, but I've seen stills of like the flames shooting up. Yeah. Not a big deal.
No, because like on the Radiant, like same as the 19C, like it shoots it at an angle.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see like a lot of dudes with nods having the single stack port, because you can't fucking see shit, dude. Because when you're shooting pistol under nods, like you are going like tubes through tubes. Like you
Right.
don't have a laser, so you
Yeah.
actually have to use your dot.
It's most of the aftermarket companies. I'm not saying all, but most aftermarket companies, do the top cut, top porting, and then that's what gives you all your gases down the middle.
Gotcha.
So these, because they're manufactured in house, made in house, they've tapered it to where it's like it's their own cut.
That's cool.
Now you got
Should have waited for the
But like real world stuff, if you're, fully kitted in a bad situation and you're using your pistol, that means you're almost close to being really fucked. So
it doesn't matter.
And here in like civilian standpoint, pistol's your primary. In a non-civilian standpoint, pistol's your secondary weapon. So at that point, you're just shooting. You're not really,
Yeah. And, somebody was like, oh, and people go back and forth on this. And I don't know where you guys stand on this, but like, home defense. It's funny. I used to be like shotgun is my go-to, right?
I hate shotguns.
But then because like I have kids and their rooms are over there, like I feel like I would be more accurate and more aware and more on target with the pistol. So yeah, I would feel like I would need my pistol to be completely reliable for what I need it to be to get, because I don't want to just blast through the walls and like hope my kids don't get hit, right? I want to be target focused and like, cool, I'm not taking a shot until like I fucking got you,
Yeah.
What's funny is a 9mm will go through more housing material than let's say like a 223 5.56.
Really?
Because
it tumbles. Once a rifle round hits something, it just tumbles and stops.
Gotcha.
It usually won't make it out the other side of the wall.
Yeah, crazy, right?
We have to test that theory on our YouTube channel.
There's 100% testing where they stack drywall and 223
Just
rifle round, it will stop.
2 things of drywall, like 2x4, 2 things of drywall.
Yeah, pistol will keep going.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, there's videos I've seen where they'll set up multiple walls and see like how far
it goes in.
It just tumbles. Like you'll just see it like imprinting like on the side, just beep, it's just spinning and tumbling through the air.
And that would be the same thing for like 9mm hollow points. Same shit.
Those are gonna mushroom,
but they'll still go further.
Yeah,
interesting.
It's pretty wild. Yeah. The shotgun is just dumb, like you said. Like if you got kids and stuff, like
and then of course people are gonna be like, oh, use a buckshot, whatever. Like, I mean, okay, cool. Like, still, you're spraying. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you're using dragon's breath.
Well, not in this state.
Oh, you can't? That's regulated?
I can't read, so I don't know about these weird laws that people follow in regulation.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Oh, man.
What would your guys' home defense be right now?
Mine is just one of my Glock 45s.
Glock 45s.
As much as I'd like to say my AR, my Glock 19 is in one of those not Vertex. Who makes the little
Oh yeah, so you're never opening that when someone breaks in.
No, my pistol is. It's just the finger combo. I can get it super quick.
Mine just out.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I got little kids, so I got my AR is in like my big safe. My handgun's more accessible, so it's my Glock 19. But then it'll be my Glock 17.
But there's streamlight.
No, Surefire. I stepped it up.
That's gonna be your new primary.
Yeah,
like put like 20,000 rounds on it, and it'll run good.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be better if it was a Gen 5, but whatever.
Yeah.
The main difference in the Gen 5 isn't it just the guide rod?
It's just the internals. They're just smoother for some reason. Like Gen 4, we just
polish them up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna polish it.
Polish them up.
Johnny Glock trigger in there.
He says that, but every time he grabs my 45, he's like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
It does shoot so good. It's crazy,
and that's just like 20,000 rounds on it. Like,
yeah.
He's like, "Dude, not fair." I was like, "Everybody can buy everything."
What do you think a 45 would go through more walls than a 9mm?
Oh no, it's 9mm. It's the Glock Model 45.
Oh, I thought you said 45. Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I'm not that.
Yeah,
old
that's
yet.
always confusing too. You say Glock 45, and
yeah,
everyone's
I
like,
was
"What's
thinking
that?"
caliber.
Everyone's like, "What's that?" I was like, "The best Glock ever."
Yeah, it's a 17.
Yeah.
With the 19 slide.
And on that one, you have Acro on it too.
I have one that has an Acro and one that has an SRO.
Gotcha.
So if anybody wants to buy the one with the Acro, I'm selling it. I don't use it.
And YouTube, he's not talking about a gun. He's talking about a box.
Brown box.
Yeah. Acro brown boxes.
What time is it? How are we doing on time?
Good-ish.
Good-ish. Okay.
We need a clock.
Yeah.
No, trust me, I feel you on that one. Even with us, it's like, shit, I think I started at this time.
Yeah. A question about your tattoos. When did you start getting tattooed? What was your first tattoo, and where did you get your work done?
So the first tattoo was my tramp stamp, and
Yes.
that one
Oh, I
was
got to
like,
see that
is it
the
your
other
last
day.
name?
Yeah.
and that
Is it
one,
your last name?
yeah, fuck yeah, you know, Mexican with the last name, it's gotta
Damn,
be,
on your back?
yeah.
Is that for like prison purposes, like future, or
It
how's that
was
work?
done with a prison gun.
It wasn't
Like,
even
no
better.
lie. It's funny. My cousin was like, yo, got this guy with tattoos, you know?
Were you underage?
And I was like, fuck it. Like, let's do it, you know? Actually, he was an older guy with like, and this motherfucker was like cockeyed. And even when he walked in, I was like, oh, is this the smartest thing, you know? But I'd already like committed. Yeah. I'd committed. And then he pulls out his gun and it was literally like pinned
You're like,
with
damn.
motor and everything. And I was like, fuck. And then, yeah, all the lines were fucking crooked and all the letters and everything. And we sat there for a long time. And he was a horrible tattoo guy.
Hell yeah.
And it fucking just hurt like a motherfucker. And like,
You want to plug him? What's his Instagram? No, I'm just
oh
kidding.
gosh. Hopefully, there I was gonna say something. And so I had like years later, like 2 years later, to get the thing completely redone. And I was like, I told the dude, because you know, most tattoo artists, the thing is, you don't really go over another artist's work. I've heard, you
I
know,
know somebody will.
It depends.
yeah. So, you know, when I went in there to the guy, it's funny when I went in there, so I was like 20 already because I got it right when I was 18. So I was 20, like, yo, I want to get this completely redone. And he was like, oh, you know, artists usually don't go over. I was like, oh, he's dead now. And he was like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. So I was like, he was going to redo it, you know, because he was sorry, but he's dead now. He's like, all right, I'll redo it. And I was like, thank you, dude. Fucking,
Yo, he's dead to me.
yeah. and it just sucked because I went through the fucking pain process
I
fucking
get it.
twice,
Oh.
you know, and you know, some of the letters are still like a little bigger than the others, and he tried to do his best, but I guess I was way more satisfied than how it originally came out.
Yeah.
And yeah, and that's why. So now I'm like, this sleeve's done, this one's half done, and fucking Chuck got his back done, and now I'm like, that's all it's on my Instagram feed now is like back pieces. And
Well, I mean, technically, if you get your whole back done, you don't have a tramp stamp, right?
yeah, exactly.
See? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And but like I was telling him, I was like, I want to do like a big fucking piece. I don't want to do small shit. I want to just fucking like
Jack.
kind of get it done and get like a fucking just a big piece, a big something.
Jack
Big
Bob.
praying hands. Big something.
Something.
Damn, that's
And-
kind of racist, but funny.
We had talked about it before. I didn't pull that out of my hat.
And the thing is
Big
too, is,
sombrero.
yeah, right. And the
That
thing
would have
is,
been racist.
the thing is too is like I'm not like attached to something or like I want to get this. This is badass.
Yeah.
I'm like I like art. You know, I was telling him I like Chinese art, but I don't want to get Chinese shit on me.
Why not?
You know, just cause like
Jack
I
Bob.
don't know. I don't feel less American. I don't know. But that's just my personal preference. Don't hate on me because tattoos. They're dope. They're dope. And so I just don't know, but I want to get something. You know,
Yeah.
like I just want to get some cool art.
Yeah.
Like you know, I was even up for like. You know, I've seen people ask tattoo artists like, yo, is there a piece you've ever wanted to do? And, you know, I heard some tattoo artists like, yeah, I want to do this. Like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it, you know? But I don't want it to be something dumb, you know?
Yeah. That's a tough one because, yeah, some artists are ready to roll with an idea. And me, I'm more like, I got to know what you want, you know,
Yeah.
a little bit, you know. I can think of a lot of random ideas, but I don't know if you want them on your back. Yeah, weird brain, you know?
Yeah.
Weird, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's
But,
get a cover up so he can cover up a tattoo for me.
Yeah.
Of like my own work that I did when I was a teenager, like an idiot.
you did your own tattoo.
Yeah, 100%. Alcohol and tattoo guns don't mix. He covered it up well.
I've never tattooed drunk. Or high or anything. Never tried it like that.
Yep.
Nah, no, I'm good.
You're done with tattoos though, right? You're just removing them now?
No, I've been getting tattooed while getting tattoos removed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm getting my hands removed, but I just got my son's name almost on my hand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, let's start getting my hands removed, and like Alex did, like this tattoo, a tattoo on my leg.
Brian,
looks
our
pretty-
last guest, he saw that when you were driving, pulling up the car. He's like, I like that skull with the nods. And I was like, I did that. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Don't sound so surprised.
You're like he tattooed it, and then he had to cover up his own tattoo.
Oh, shit.
There was like a word in the lenses. but
Yeah.
So is your goal, you're still trying to do law enforcement, all that stuff?
yeah, we'll see.
Not me. I'm out.
They don't pay enough. Trying to earn a
Godspeed.
living over here.
Yeah, I mean,
I was like, now that if I can go flip burgers for $20 an hour, I might as well just do that.
dude, right? Fucking A, man. See like Burger King and all these spots, like
Yeah,
22
man.
bucks an hour
Yeah.
starting. I'm like, fuck, you guys got to work on Saturday nights. Like,
That means I know where I start. If I could work for Rice Flat, like it's got to be at least 21 guys. Like,
No, that minimum wage is only for fast food. It
yeah,
is
only
not
for
for other
fast
jobs.
food, and you got to have like so many. I think
Yeah,
You
so
got
many
a
restaurants.
minimum of like I don't know 15 or 20.
Oh, it has to be
Yeah.
a chain.
Yeah.
Okay.
but that's
Such a
hard
weird-
though, right? As an employer that doesn't have that, how do you keep people from doing that?
For
From
sure.
leaving, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. If I'm working at a mom and pop and they're paying me, yeah, exactly.
But
Go McDonald's.
I know someone who owns 5 McDonald's franchises, and they had to lay half their people off,
Yep.
and they just brought in more kiosks.
I
Because
have
Exactly.
do you want to hear my conspiracy theory on this?
so I need my tinfoil hat.
Yes, put it on now. I think that was actually the plan and promoted by the fast food restaurants. And hear me out, because you always have to look at what the end result is and who benefits from it. The end result is going to be prices are high as shit,
Yeah.
and they're going to have less employees and more automated processes. So what do? They have inflation, all this stuff. They raise prices. Oh, this new law. Oh gosh, we got to pay our employees more, raise the prices. So now the prices are way up here, right?
Yeah.
Now they start automating and reducing the jobs they have. So guess what? Now we get to charge way more and pay way less people. We'll pay one guy $20 an hour to be the manager of all the robots, and that's my
Yep.
conspiracy
No
theory.
more workman's comp. No more
Yep.
insurance.
It was
You
their
know.
plan all along.
John Connors is just shaking his head at us, dog. He
Yeah.
warned us.
He did. Wait, who?
John Connors?
Who's John Connors?
Terminator?
Terminator?
I was thinking Ted Kaczynski. I was like,
Wow.
he did. He warned us too.
Yeah, but it's
Hey, my turn to have a controversial take on this.
It's
yeah, it's gonna get that way. I don't think you're thinking is conspiracy on that. Like and you're
Yeah,
seeing it
for
more and
sure.
more. It's like, okay, cool, raises. Now you're seeing more of these fast food chains popping up with like, and it's like, okay, now they're not even needing employees. Well, great, you guys fuck yourself. you
Yeah.
know?
I'll start worrying about it when In-N-Out goes back to using the drive-through speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, true. Well, because now they're all about customer service, so they
there's
hire more
always have
people.
that person in the driveway.
Oh. Is that why they do that?
I was like, during COVID, I was like, hey, why are you out here when I can just talk to a speaker and not have to deal with you?
What'd they say?
Whoever answers real questions like that, they just look at me like I'm an idiot.
Like, bro, what do you want? What do you want?
Yeah, they're like, why are you fucking with me? Like, I'm over here trying to make like $18 an hour. Leave me alone.
What I had the best? Oh, In-N-Out. They go, is this for the car? Like, will you be? They're asking if I'm going to be eating it in the car or at home. But they said, is this for the car? And I was like, no, it's for me.
My car's not that hungry.
Not amused.
I always ask because I always forget the difference.
Oh yeah. All right. I think we have time for our final question. What do you think? Anything else we should cover before we hit that?
Okay, golf, sex, guns, rifle supply, more guns, cars, coffee, tattoos. Yeah, fire away.
You asked this time.
U.S.
Okay.
You're better.
What do you, Raul of Rifle Supply, what do you see as the greatest threat in the near future or currently to the United States of America?
Fucking Joe Biden. Jesus Christ. I mean, fucking A. Honestly, like, yeah, it's tough. I guess because I hate Joe Biden so much. And it's funny. I shared a meme story yesterday. Where it was like, oh, don't give Joe Biden slack. Like he's helped like cure obesity. And the guy was like, really? Like, how do you do that? And they were like, oh, because people can't afford to buy food anymore. And
Was this on your personal page?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's crazy, right? But because California, I feel like we're so detached from the rest of the world that it's kind of like it's like a two-part question because the rest of the world isn't going through what California is going through. It's like we're going through our own hell. Besides, when you go to another state or watch what they're doing, it's like, damn, they're having so much fun. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's weird. Like, why are we so fucked over here?
Would that come down to our local politicians or?
Yeah, for sure. I think the death to California is the politicians here for sure. Like they're fucking up this state. They're making people hate each other here with politic bullshit. And during COVID, like I wouldn't say. Well, yeah, I got sucked into it, and and shouts to my boy Donald Trump. I got sucked into it, and I was posting a lot of shit, and then it came to a point where it was like, okay, I'm sick of politics now. Like, I really don't even want to like hear about it. Although now, like on the back end, I just watch a lot of stuff, read a lot of stuff, but like I got sick of posting it because it was just like I don't want to be sucked into that fucking vacuum,
Mm.
But it's the politicians that are putting all of us against each other. And some people see it, some people don't, and you're never going to change someone's mind if they don't see it. But it just sucks because if you just see where California's been over the years, like it's declining, and you wonder why people are leaving, and U-Haul's having trouble keeping vans here because everyone's on a one-way ticket out of here. Our fucking carpet cleaning guy has been cleaning our carpet for 3 years here at Rob Supply. He's like, bro, you got till July and I'm moving to Vegas. And we're like, dude, he goes, yeah, I can't. He's like, I'm a business owner and I make decent money, but like I can't buy a house here.
You'll never be able to
like,
if you don't have one now.
Yeah.
Unless you become a millionaire,
Yeah, and I don't fucking blame you.
Follow me on how to rob banks.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be politicians because they play the game across the board, and you constantly see the politicians, they make 150,000 a year and retire fucking with a net worth of like 2 billion, and it's like, how did that happen? Like, how, you know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be the problem, politicians, and honestly, even though whatever, I'm for like Donald Trump and shit and his business aspect of it, like in general, like all politicians, like they care about themselves, like sure one way might be like a little bit more for you, but all in all, like we're fucked, we're fucked, and especially in California.
Yeah, for sure.
So come to Rough Supply and buy more guns and ammo.
Yeah. Before the new syntax.
That's right.
Well, by the time this airs, we'll be in syntax.
For sure. Yeah. If you're watching this, it's too late.
Yeah, too late.
Get a time machine.
CRPA did tell us that like they're already have a case ready to go, but they have to wait until it goes into effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that would be something where we'd get an immediate stay?
Nah, never. Fucking Newsom just signed off on all of that shit.
Okay.
Luckily, we all bought them during Freedom Week in April of 2019.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Anything you want to plug? Socials, websites, all that good stuff.
I mean, honestly, we're just proud of you guys. That's why.
I
know when you guys, we heard you guys were looking for a home, we're like, yo, we love what you guys are doing. You guys are starting from the bottom. We're like, come shoot at our spot. Like, you guys are helping spreading that word. And, if we could do something small to help you guys out, cool.
Super rad.
We definitely appreciate it. So.
Yeah.
Trying to overstay our welcome.
No, man, do it. Take advantage. And like, I was serious. I was like, oh, just leave the shit out. And I come in, I'm like, what the fuck? They cleaned.
Yeah. We're tidy.
But no, man, I mean, honestly, like Rap Supply, dude, we get so many pages that come up all the time to like try to copy our name, like change a letter and try to scam people. So just be aware of that shit.
You guys are facing that too? It's in the tattoo world.
And we've gotten people that have actually a lot of, I'm going to say like a dozen over the last year or two that like send money. And,
are they doing a deposit on a gun or something? How are they getting money?
Yeah, they're sending it through Zelle and Venmo and, and I've even, dude, real quick though, I've even like, page came up, I messaged them like, yo, hey, I'm trying to buy this handguard. Okay, cool. And he sent me a picture of 5 handguards. I was like, okay, cool. I want like the 12-inch one. Like, how much? He's like, oh, $150. All right, for sure. You guys have that in store? And he's like, oh, we're having issues with the computers are now in store. You can just send it right now and we can ship it to you. And I was like, okay, cool. And then sent him another message. I was like, yo, so I talked to Sam, the store manager, and he said, like, it's all good. Computer's running fine. He goes, oh, no, this is an internal issue. It's on the back end. Sam's not aware of it yet. And I was like, dude, these motherfuckers are good. Yeah. So we tell everybody, like, we will never ask you for a credit card. We don't do Venmo, Zelle, none of that shit. You're either buying stuff on our website, rapsupply.com, or you're coming in store. So if another Raul tries to fucking get your guys' money,
that's the Hispanic owner, right?
Yeah. But people get suckered into it, man, and we feel bad, but it's like we can't do nothing about it. Like, that's not us. Yeah. Like, so just be aware of that shit.
They do it with tattoo artists. They'll get your name, just one letter off, DM all of your followers, be like, hey, I'm running a special, or hey, I'm booking, leave a deposit. And do people show up to tattoo shops like, yeah, I'm here for my appointment with so and so? Like, well, who are you? And like, yeah, I left a $500 deposit. Like, what? So,
but I guess what sucks is like some small people do business like that over IG.
Oh, yeah. No,
you know, send
it
me
makes sense.
Yeah. So just be vigilant. But that dude was good. Like he had an answer to all my shit, and I was like, bro, like this motherfucker, like fucking asshole, you know?
They're on it.
Yeah.
Damn.
So just be
you guys
vigilant.
can Venmo me, RQB Tactical. I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. Gear and guns, and I'll bully you nicely. And
if we're plugging Venmos, Alex-Coulter-1, send me money too for no reason at
just
all.
request money from him. Just request.
Yeah, just request.
Man. All right. With that.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on here.
Thanks for making the long trip from your office.
Thanks for coming back. Busy day.
Yeah, dude, we really appreciate it. And
banner, thanks.
The banner. Oh yeah. No, best luck to you guys, and you guys can kill it, and just don't stop. Keep pushing.
We're gonna keep going. All right, that's another episode in the bag. And what are people supposed to do?
Supposed to like, comment, subscribe. We need subscribers. I'm gonna start plugging this in the beginning of episodes too. Be like, hey, stop, subscribe, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Press that button. Just hit that button.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.